Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. Joining us now is Nicole Coglietta, the co-founder and CEO of CareSift. Welcome into the show.
Hi, Kainoa. Thank you.
Mahalo for being here. Nicole, you guys do amazing work for our local community. So tell us about CareSift. What inspired you to start it, and what's the mission?
Our mission is to help seniors and families and healthcare professionals quickly and easily find the best care for seniors so that they're making informed decisions on long-term care. And it started because of my own personal experience navigating the complexities of caregiving. As a teenager, I was a caregiver to a loved one who's quadriplegic, and later I witnessed the struggles families face firsthand while I was working as a hospital social worker and a discharge planner. I noticed that families had really limited time to make important decisions on long-term care, and they were stressed out, overwhelmed. But it wasn't until I found myself in my patient's shoes, because we medevaced my grandfather from a neighbor island to Oahu, and I had to find a care home for him at night while he was getting discharged from the hospital. And that's when I realized what a nightmare the process could be. And so I created CareSift to ensure that no family has to face those challenges alone.
You mentioned it as well, such a difficult process to navigate. What makes the service you folks provide maybe different than services that people are accustomed to?
Thank you. I think the service is really unique because it was built due to the need in the community. So we're purpose-built and purpose-driven, and we focus on, well, we've been collecting data on the long-term care community for 10 years. So we try to help families understand the cost of care, what their options are, the caregiver's experience. We use all of that data to advocate for families and support them. And when people call CareSift, they're getting a trained professional, someone that lives in our community, that understands the resources and options. And that's really important because, for example, we recently helped a family get free care, hopefully for the rest of their life, because they're Native Hawaiian. But if they hadn't contacted CareSift and spoke to a professional that knows our resources and understands our culture, I'm not sure if they would have found that free program.
How would they have known? And you mentioned that as well. What are some of these other challenges you see when Ohana are in the need for services?
Thank you. Well, Hawaii has a huge aging population, and when that's combined with the sheer number of long-term care providers we have, the process can be overwhelming. So, for example, there are over 1,000 care facilities on Oahu alone, each providing different services, supporting different levels of care, having different licensing restrictions at different costs. And when you factor in Medicare, Medicaid, long-term care insurance, veterans benefits, state and federal retiree programs, people just don't know where to start. So CareSift tries to streamline this process and help families sift through all the care options so that they have the support that they need, because we want to save families time, stress, and money when they need to research long-term care.
Absolutely, very important. Now, Nicole, what are the types of care options that are available through CareSift and the work you folks are able to provide?
Thank you. We work with a broad range of long-term care providers, everything from independent, assisted living, memory care, licensed care homes, community care foster family homes, skilled nursing facilities, even in-home caregivers and daycare programs. And we don't just stop when we connect families to care providers. We follow them to ensure that the transition goes smoothly and that they're getting the care that they need and deserve.
Yeah, we're looking at some beautiful pictures right now, Nicole. And you mentioned as well, we haven't mentioned this yet, CareSift services free for Ohana. How on earth is that possible? How does that happen?
When we created this service, we wanted to have a free resource for families because the cost of care in Hawaii is so high. And so we first launched CareSift back in 2015 as a website, just to bring families and caregivers together. And we quickly learned that a website wasn't enough to provide the support families need, especially in crisis.
Right.
So we started to provide this individual support to help families understand their individual needs. And in that process, the long-term care providers recognized the value in the service we were providing, because we were helping the long-term care providers connect with families that needed their care. So they started to fund us. So CareSift is completely free to anyone in need of care because we're supported and funded through the care providers.
How do people find out more?
Oh,
I know people who want to learn more about CareSift. How do they do it?
Thank you. Thank you. They can reach out to us online, or they can call us at 808-400-9992. If anyone has any questions about long-term care, we want to be a free resource for them.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Thank you. And again, for more information about CareSift as well, we'll have it up at HighNowDaily.com. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you.